I'm just wanted to hop on here really quick and share with you guys a Ficus elastica that I am propagating. It's a plant that's very dear to me because it's one that I received when my father passed away. And so I've had this plant for some time now, and I really want it to survive. So haven't quite put it into LECA yet. I have put parts of it into LECA, and so today's video is actually going to share with you where I'm going to cut it down because it's gotten quite leggy, and I want to give it an opportunity to grow and to fill in. So I'm going to cut it down and place some of it, I'm going to propagate, and then the rest I'll decide whether or not I'll put it in LECA or soil. So let's get started. My new apron, actually, it's from my bonus daughter and for my birthday, but I didn't want to wear it because I didn't want to get it dirty. But today I am going to wear it for my filming. So propagating it, I have a couple propagation going, and I'll show you guys that a little later. But today, if you can see, it's kind of heavy, but it's very leggy, and it's not really, there's no leaves or anything, any growth on the stems. And so I'm really concerned about this plant. So I really want to just, and I'm trying to lift it up, but it's very bare in the bottom. And so it's very leggy and very bare. But what I want to do with this plant is I want to propagate it and refill it. That's one thing I want to do. The first thing I want to do. The second thing I want to do, I'm ready to take the plunge. Again, you know, I've been on this LECA journey, and I have quite a few plants that are in LECA. But sometimes when it's a plant that's dear to me or hard to come by, for some reason I haven't put those in LECA. Well, today I am ready to take that chance. I have, like I say, several propagation of this plant going, so I have to just do it. I just have to do it. So what the plan is to first, I'm going to just cut, I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to cut off, because I did, one of the areas where I cut to propagate actually did start putting out new growth. So that's a good sign. But I think maybe I'm going to take the aeration apart. I took one apart, nothing happened, cut it off. I'm propagating that. And I don't know if it's because I didn't have enough soil, or I'm not real sure. So I figured what I would do is what's growing at the base of the plant that seems pretty healthy, I'll leave for now. Maybe I'll leave those for now. Cut everything that's leggy, that's just, I don't know what it's doing, just leggy. And I'll either propagate them in LECA, or I'll just see that's happening. Now, I don't know if that happens around this time of the year with this plant, not real sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So we're gonna always make sure that there's a node, and we will cut, I'll just cut here. I know you can't see where I'm cutting, but oh Lord, let it live, let it live. Okay, so I took this portion off of the plant. That's one. I am also going to, I'm going to cut it here. So I have that. This is making me really nervous. Okay. And then I am going to, okay, so this is the aeration pod that I used, and these things. And I did what I thought I was supposed to do, and it didn't work for me. So what I'm going to do, so I put it here. So this is another aeration pod that I attempted to use. and something's happening in there. If nothing else, it's breaking off. The plant is breaking off. So let's just open it up. Yeah, so it basically just rotted. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, whoa, not that. Take the pod off. I'm going to cut it. I'll probably cut it again. I just want to make sure there's no rot. And then I'll just propagate this. And then I'll cut this off where it rotted. Okay. And one more piece where the pod is, I'm going to open it up. I think I put 2 of them in, I rooted 2 in soil and 1 in sphagnum moss. I think this one might be the one that's in sphagnum moss. Let's see. It is. And again, nothing, just rot. So I won't say that that doesn't work. I'll just say that it didn't work for me. So I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to cut off the rot part. Okay. So this is what the plant looks like now. I'll bring you guys a little closer. This is what the plant looks like now. I think I'll also cut. I think I'll also. We're just doing it, so let's just go ahead and cut it here. And one last place. We're going to get rid of all of that legginess. There we go. That's everybody that I want to cut off. Then I can lose the bamboo sticks because sorry with the hand all over the camera there. So now this one, I think, first of all, it seems to be dead. So you can see the plant. So this stalk seems to be dead. Every time I cut it, there's no green. There's, it just seems to be gone. But I wanted you to see where the plant is now. This is what I have left after I have cut everything off. So, okay, I finally got down to where there's something on that one. So we're gonna leave the stalks because it seems as if I do this one, put out new growth. I don't know if you can see it there. This little guy here came out after I cut it off. I was trying to aerate it there, and it didn't work, so I just cut it off. But I think I was going to transfer all of this to LECA, but I think what I'll do is maybe I'll repot this. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this, to be honest with you, because again, this plant, it just has a sentimental connection to the Ficus Elastica. So, but I think for now, it just looks so much healthier this way. but I can take the soil off, maybe propagate or put it directly in, put these parts directly in LECA, and I'm going to definitely propagate. So what I have to propagate is, I have this guy here, and I have found, I need to find a larger one, but that putting them in dark containers like this seem to root faster. Maybe because it mimics being underground, not real sure. I've heard that before, but we got to find a vase big enough for these guys. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have this vase that I'm going to place all of my cuttings in. I am going to put some rooting hormone on them. So let me get that. So I have my rooting powder here, hormone, that I am going to put on my plants. And I like to transfer it to a little dish so that I don't put, you know, all of the, contaminate all of the powder. So I'm just going to dip the ends like so into the rooting hormone. Okay, so this is my Ficus Elastica propagation. And anything that's falling off lightly, I figured it's going to fall off anyway, so it needs to just go ahead and do that. This particular one, I think, so it was like this, and I think I want to cut it here. And we're just going to root that too. And then this one, going to cut here and root this one. Okay. I am taking the plunge, guys, taking the plunge. I guess I could leave that there. For this plant, these are the parts. It's all filled up with my Super Thrive water. It has rooting hormone, giving it a fighting chance. So this portion will be, this is the propagation part that I will be propagating, and then this is what's left of the plant. It actually looks a lot healthier this way. So now I have to decide if I will put this part in LECA now or wait until the spring to transfer it to LECA and add back the original pieces that I have propagated. And as I stated before, I do have another propagation from this plant that I want to show you guys. So this This is another propagation that I took from this plant that's doing very well in LECA. And so I more than likely will be transferring the entire thing into LECA right away. But we will definitely give you an update on this plant in the near future. Thanks again. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are not a subscriber, please consider doing so. If you are, thanks again for coming along this LECA journey with me. Please hit the like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Did I do the right thing? Should I do something different? Any suggestions that you guys have is always welcome. So we will see you at the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.